Hey, DK Prepper. You know the old frog in the pan thing where you put the frogs in and they'll just hang around until they're cooked unless you put them in when it's too hot. Well, as far as the economy goes, I got to thinking, how do I know I'm not going to be one of those frogs in the pan that lets things go by without even making my next move to prepare for it? Because some of the things have already gone by and I'm looking back going, my God, am I one of these frogs in the pan? Some of the things that have happened, like for example, America being the #1 holder of its own debt, I might have said 3 years ago, that's when I'm going to do this or that's when I'm going to do that. Or maybe when global food prices have went up 15% in less than 6 months, maybe at some point I would have said, hey, that's when I'm going to whatever. That's already happened. And there's a heck of a lot more that's already happened than just that. But the point of this video is to say, why don't you get yourself a list of events, and when those events occur, go ahead and make plans for doing something that you want to do to prepare for it or adapt to it, rather than letting them happen one by one behind the mainstream, because they're not going to be on TV, and then make your decisions based off of those events so you know when to get out of that pan. Some of the things I just jotted down here randomly is I wrote down here, I randomly put the long bond at 110, gallon of milk at $4.50 a gallon, gas at $5 a gallon. Now, gas at $5 a gallon, I have to think about that one, but I know that if you multiply your tank size times the dollar amount per gallon and close your eyes and imagine yourself there at the pump, you're going to know just what other people are going to do. We got down here maybe a QE3. Canadian dollar hits $1.20. Austerity in your own hometown. Gold, silver's already in backwardization, but gold in backwardization for say 3 months, increasingly for 3 months. City protests in your own suburbs. Maybe here's a big one. Some OPEC nation decides that they're going to take the U.S. dollar away from their petrodollar exchange, which might lead the rest of the OPEC group to do so. I wrote down here the euro crash, but I would think more intelligently you might put down a couple other things that would lead to that. They say that you have a week after the euro crash before we hit, but maybe when the Germany pulls out and goes back to the mark, that'd crash the euro. That might be something. Maybe the U.S. loses its credit rating. A lot of different things. In the topic of this video is just write down some events that you think are going to be that one event that prompts you to do, and then you fill in the blank there. That way you're not one of those frogs who didn't get out of the pan because it doesn't seem quite so hot. All right, so hopefully that helps you set yourself up, prepare yourself a little bit more. There's so many ways to prep, and this is just one more way to do it. So, DK Prepper out.